Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and I want to talk about a couple different articles that I've seen. And remember in my toxic fandom videos, I talk about the U shape, and you need to find that perfect center. We're going to talk about both sides of the coin, or the U, or whatever, however you want to do it. Let's talk about CBR first. Now, the other one is actually the one I'm more interested in. It's Suicide Squad, and I want to rant a bit. But I think both are important because it points out hypocrisy on both sides, and even so, kind of just general, we'll call it silliness, general stupidity. This one's so weird to me. So I did initially review this series, Harley Quinn. And I just kind of dropped out. It's an Elseworld story. It is not my style story. It's not Batman to me. It's not Gotham to me. They've changed quite a bit. So when season 2 come out, I didn't watch it until I seen this headline. And then I watched it simply because I was like, what are they talking about? What happened? I want to know. I'm nosy as fuck. I want to know. So DC Universe's Harley Quinn reveals a major Batman villain is gay. Now, this character they're going to talk about obviously is Clayface. He's a amorphous blob at this point. Like, I hate to use the term, but he kind of genderless. Like, he can be any gender he wants to. And the fact that they're saying, oh, they changed him to gay, and we're talking about Basil, the original one. It's not any of the other Clayfaces. Is because they go to Riddler University. And throughout the series, that I've seen 3 episodes in the first 2 of season 2. So, throughout the series of him doing this, he's always turned into different characters, male or female. But simply because he was a female in this one, and he's playing the part, and gets a boyfriend named, Chad. Literally Chad. Not that we ever see him, but now he's gay. I just, like, he's playing a part, but they want to virtue signal so bad. And actually, when I was rewatching this, it's not as bad as I remember. It's getting better, but it's not Batman. Like, Gordon's a drunk, and, Batman's actually gone at this point, so I don't know. I don't know exactly how that happened because I skipped most of season 1, but to do this is just really dumb. Like, this Stephanie character he played was a female, so she played the part and got a boyfriend named Chad. Yep, that doesn't make him gay. That makes him an actor. That makes him Clayface. Like, okay. So let's talk about what I really want to talk about. And this has been going around. I feel like I'm doing this too much lately, but I don't care. When it comes in defense of stupid fake news. So we're going to talk about Suicide Squad. Again, spoilers. It is only up to issue 4. It's, kind of been put on hold with the economy and COVID and everything else. So let's talk about this series as a whole. This new article came out and everybody's like, oh my god, it's so woke. First of all, it is Tom Taylor. If you know anything about DC Comics, or, comics in general, Tom Taylor has a solid history. He is a fantastic writer. He wrote my favorite series, which was deceased as of recently, and then Injustice. I love Tom Taylor. That being said, I'm not being biased here. This is a good story. It's multifaceted. And what people don't realize when they're like, oh my god, it's so woke. Look, an article said it was woke and diverse and it's woke. Most of these characters you're showing right here are dead. Like, they're dead. This is a story written by Tom Taylor, layered in different ways. We had Amanda Waller for so long with Task Force X and Suicide Squad, whatever, that we got a new leader, Locke, who is just, I have a feeling he'll die in 5, but that's okay, simply because they did such a good job making him a horrible person. Now, they also don't realize when saying this is woke, that these are the revolutionaries. These characters here you're looking at on the screen are called revolutionaries. They think they're freedom fighters. They were co-opted into Suicide Squad because of them being revolutionaries. Now, I actually really, really like some of these characters. Like TNT's dead. I don't think they're not showing Finn in this picture. I'll put a picture of him up. He's my favorite. He's great. he does a good job. Well, actually, he just killed King Shark, like, because he killed his brother. So you're getting this team, right? And you're getting, basically right now, all we have left is Harley and Deadshot. So Harley and Deadshot with this new team. And Thylacine is there, and who is the main part of this whole thing? They're like, oh my god, she's indigenous too. I don't remember. I think it's Australia. Must mean she's woke. No, like, okay. You know, the whole point of this is unless you read these books and you know, actually look into what you're talking about and do some basic research. That's all you have to do. There's only 4 issues. What's that going to take you, an hour and a half to read it? And if you want to make a good video, do your research. This story, is the best Suicide Squad in years. Deadshot, honestly, is the best Deadshot we have seen in years. This new Locke is the best, I hate you, but I still have to like you kind of thing we've seen in a long time. He's worse than Waller. That's hard to say, but because Waller is awful, but I would say he's worse. A lot of these characters that you're seeing here, you know, have a rich background and story. They're not just there for diversity reasons. They're not just there simply to say, you know, hey, this person's black or this. No, they have a reason to be there. They all fit into the story like a perfectly done puzzle. That's the best way I can say it. And simply saying, I read an article, it said they were woke, so let's say they're woke, without actually doing your research, without actually just reading one issue. Read one issue. Prove to me you know what you're talking about before you actually, you know, well, I would say today that I realized I was black on one of my favorite channels, and I'm just because I am a bitch and I do tell things how it is, and when you're putting the same fake news out that CNN does, I'm going to call you out on it. It's just that simple. Magpie, all of these characters that were introduced that we've seen are dead. Now we have a rich story of these people trying to, you know, Finn trying to basically get his revenge against Killer Shark for killing his brother. And now we're seeing Finn's powers kind of go further than just being able to talk to his brother, who he originally had a psychic link. No, now he's able to talk to the team. So we're seeing this development in character. And really, I was so impressed with this series. It's really weird to say, because Suicide Squad as of late hadn't been that great. But you know what? Everything with this story, I think I may do a 1 through 4 review, simply because it's that good. Like, it is probably the best besides Batman that's coming out at DC right now. And that's saying a lot, because there's a lot of good books. Okay, well, there's quite a few good books. And this is one of them. To simply say something is woke for a clickbait title is just dumb. It's just dumb, especially when you don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I posted a couple videos yesterday of Darwin Cook, and I think it's really funny to look back on the history of, you know, one was 8 years old, and talking about how, well, he's obviously been dead for almost 4 years now. So obviously looking back on the history and the problems. But the other problem I saw when I'm looking back and being nostalgic is the fact that people are always going to be mildly hypocritical. He talks about the perverse 45-year-old man in the drawings because he was more of a Silver Age, you know, artist. But then doesn't mention his work within Silk Spectre's Watchmen. Or before Watchmen, rather. So I think it's important to give everybody a fair chance. I think it's important for, you know, to wait and see if somebody goes, you know what, I was wrong about that. It's not going to happen. I'll hold my breath. But everybody's a little bit hypocritical. And I think at this point, you know, just doing something for clicks is silly. Why not, if you don't know anything about it, read it. And if you like it, review it. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I bitch too much. Maybe this is all just a game of show. Because outrage has become such a way to get views. A way to get clicks and, you know, then eventually AdSense and so on and so forth. But when you're being dishonest with it, that's where I have the problem. Because then your viewers come over to my channel and they're like, oh, this is so woke, this is that, so-and-so told me this, and I've had this happen multiple times in my comment section. This person told me A, B, and C was woke. You are wrong. Really? How is it? Nah, I'm not playing that game. Anyways, yeah, check out Suicide Squad. Actually, if you want to, check out Harley Quinn. It was pretty decent. I would say it's a 6. But Suicide Squad is a 9 out of 10. Easy. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Just a little rant there. I apologize. But when I seen I was black today, I was just pissed. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.